how we do this practice and how other people do other practices. I was thinking, for example, about the fact that it has occurred to me that Zen Buddhism is more of a this worldly practice than a lot of other practices. Mm-hmm. And it's more of a this worldly practice because we really focus on the everyday happenings of our lives, and we do not depend upon what might be described as supernatural beings or gods or anything like that. So in that respect, Buddhism is more of a this worldly practice. On the other hand, it occurs to me that Buddhism is also more of an otherworldly practice. And it's an otherworldly practice for precisely the three reasons that Musai Roshi talked about a couple of weeks ago in his Dharma talk when he was discussing the three marks of existence. And the three marks of existence are, first of all, that everything is impermanent. Let's see. Things are impermanent. This is how I state the three marks of existence. Everything is impermanent. Secondly, let's see. Everything is impermanent. Everything is dissatisfactory. And the third thing is that everything is not me or mine. Those are the three marks of existence. And those, I think, are kind of otherworldly. They certainly are not three ways of looking at reality that are very common in this culture.
This suggests something else we renounce. We renounce being saved.
That's true.
That there's something to save us.
Yeah, well, there's nothing to say.
There's nothing to save, right?
Right.
I mean, that's a big renouncing, I think.
Yeah.
That anything's going to get us out of being right here now with what we have.
Well, the one thing that's always really bothered me, and I think of myself as being a fairly liberal artist type person, that if you come into a practice, whether it be Judaism or Christianity or Hindu, when you take a vow, when you take these vows, and you're looking up to your seniors as mentors, that I guess my expectation is that they do what they're professing to do, which means renunciation. And I've had trouble with this when I was growing with the church too, is then if we're really going to do it, are we really going to do it? Or are we just going to, it seems like it's a waiting game. We're going to wait to do this. And maybe that's the Christology of, you can always repent later. I mean, you can always, but in this practice, it's here and now. So it seems that what I see up at the temple is the people that are becoming seniors are shedding a lot. And it probably costs them a lot too, that jobs, and because they're giving more to, they have to give more to the whole practice, to keep the practice alive, the dojo, everything. And so I wonder sometimes, are we really committing, or are we just getting prepared to commit, to vow we're going to do it later, or are we really going to do it? And it's something that always haunts me.
I think everybody renounces what they can. I mean, all of us here today renounce 2.5 hours, 3 hours by the time we get finished with Gary Snyder, that of our time. We renounce whatever we give to help support this place. We renounce the time that we spend reading the books for the book club or all of us renounce something. Some of us feel the need to renounce more than that. And that's fine. We have avenues for that, ways in which you can express that need.
This is a great, just that tiny example though, is that renouncing, this is true of me, I suspect everybody would say here, results in joy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not here going, oh, renouncing my, whatever else I'd be doing on Sunday morning. Oh, here I am at Zen. It's like, this is great, right? I mean, all of it's great. The sense of community, the learning, the being able to sit, the having a community to sit with. So this is such a great example of sort of, oh yeah, we're having to give up time. But it's less tangible what we receive in place of that, but it's very satisfying.
I have a question for the artists over there. When you let go of your artwork, what does that feel like?
It's not yours to begin with. If I go back to that, I mean, there's two sides. I have people that always keep their work unless they get a really good price for it, and they usually do because they keep it all. Or is it a form of communication and to communicate you have to let go, right?
For me, it was a form, it was a practice that I had when I was a costume designer, because you get really into your costumes. They feel like, I mean, you just put so much thought in your designs and, the whole process working with the actors, the directors, blah, blah, blah. But there came a time, because you work so hard, it's not like an 8-hour job. You work all day long for a month, 2 months, 3 months. But there came a time where people were really surprised as a costume designer that I could say, that's it. The wardrobe can take care of it now. I totally would let go. Well, I would know other designers that would have to just be there. And, there was a time that I just said, that's it. I mean, it's come far enough and it's good enough. And I try to practice that with everything I make or everything I do that's somewhere artistic.
Any other questions?